don't you?
Yeah, I pressed it. Right. Here we go. Can everybody hear me? Hang on. Where's the comments? Sorry, guys. I have been. Hang on. Let me find the comments. Comments. Can we all hear me? Put your thumbs up if you can hear me. Put your thumbs up if you can sort my TV out at home. Right. So nobody can hear me. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, no, let me know. If you can't hear me, I don't know what to do. Oh, you hear me? Brilliant. Right, guys, I do apologise. It's on Sky, isn't it? I've been trying to get it on a website that I've been given. Hang on, sorry, guys, about this. I am having technical issues. I'm going to take 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. How unprofessional. Right, hang on a sec. Oh, you're not connected to a Sky Q box right now. Right, guys. You can hear me. Sorry about this. I'm having a bit of technical issues with my TV at the minute. Hang on a sec. Guys, I do apologise. Right, I'm trying to get the match on. While I'm doing... Hang on a sec. Right. Sorry, guys. For some reason, my Sky TV is not working. Hang on a sec. I'm going to try another telly. Sorry. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to bear with me because my Sky's gone completely on the blink and I don't know what to do. So I'm just resetting my Sky box. I've got a fly buzzing around my head, which is really, really upsetting me as well. And I'm going to try and get us on as soon as possible. Yes, he has started with a 4-4-2, which I'm disappointed about as well. Extremely disappointed. Yeah, I need to nick a telly from next door. For some reason, it's just none of my Sky Q boxes are working. I've had trouble with the internet. Yeah, so he's gone. We're winning now. We're winning. Right, so he's gone Pedro Lima at right back, which I'm very, very excited about. Although I can't watch it to tell you that, to show you that I'm excited. Guys, I really, really apologise about this. I just don't know what's happening. Just talk amongst yourselves, pretend I'm not here. I've been messing about with this now for half an hour. So, 2 seconds, guys. Da-da-da. Right, guys, apologies. I'm going to try and do this on my phone. This is a nightmare. Can someone tell me exactly what's going on? All right. Let's find it. Right, hang on. Here we go. Hang on. No, it's the wrong one. Right. Oh, hang on a sec, guys. Flipping it. This is a disaster. Guys, I'm so sorry about this. I just can't get the match on. Oh, anyone detect some stress? You wouldn't believe. He's on Now TV, guys. Mind you, we're going to have to subscribe to it. Does anybody detect stress? Flipping it, not half. Right. Right, guys, I might have sorted it. Hang on. Here we go, guys. We are in business. We are in business. Right. Guys, apologies. Apologies, flipping heck. You didn't know how stressed I am. While all this was happening, there was a fly chasing me around the room, which was really winding me up. And now my TV isn't. Oh. Right, Wolves 0 Burnley now. Guys, apologies. Right, we got the show on the road now. Here we go. Let's get a good camera angle so you can't see my 19 chins. Right. So, 0-0, 11 minutes gone. Sorry, guys, you missed it. You probably know more about it than I do. So, now TV, not for a free time. I wish it did. Right. So, guys, yeah, I'm excited, really excited to see Pedro Lima playing tonight. The ball is now with the Burnley goalkeeper. Is everybody excited about Leander Dendoncker? Yes, no? How many people we got watching? We haven't got 506. We can't have. We can't have 521 people watching me get stressed out. Right. So the ball is midway in the Burnley half. Tommy Doyle gets taken down. Much change side today, and it's good to see some of the players being brought in. Like I said, Pedro Lima, very excited to see him. Tommy Doyle, he definitely deserves a run out. Up top, Gonçalo Guedes. He's a player that we really didn't see the best of. Now he's getting a run out tonight. Let's hope he can do something. Daniel Podence as well. Looks like he's getting a move back to Turkey. Pablo Sarabia starting as well. I'm a big fan of Pablo Sarabia, by the way. So it's a much changed team. Chiquinho starting as well. So it gives all these guys a good run out. So Wolves have got a free kick now. Left-hand side, Pablo Sarabia in swinging with his left foot. It goes into the box, just over the bar by Boubacar Traore. Good volley, to be fair. Great work by Pablo Sarabia. Good free kick. We know he's got he's a great dead ball specialist, by the way. And I've just seen it from the angle. Boubacar Traore. It was high and wide. A bit of a volley that he stretched for and didn't really make a great connection. So it's 0-0. Gary O'Neill looking stressed, especially after the 6-2 defeat on Sunday. Who was there, by the way? Yeah, Oscar. 1 win in 12 Premier League matches. Yeah, it ain't great. So, are we going to sign this Burnley winger? Not that we really need another winger. You know, I'm almost a bit, yeah, I've got it on Sky Sports Plus now. Thanks, Rick. There's no volume on this. Can everybody hear me? Or have you got your volume down? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, guys. Just someone say you can hear me. Yes, we do definitely need to sign a centre-half. Barry from Cornwall. Welcome, Barry. Better late than never. Exactly that. You can hear me, Sarah. Thank you very much. Yes, Andy Sanders. Thank you very much. Yes, MJ Wolf. So the ball is at Pedro Lima's feet now. Plays it inside. It's gone back to Boubacar Traore. Back to Dawson. I think we look better at the back with Craig Dawson, personally. We have gone for 4 at the back tonight. I was hoping we would try all 5 at the back. Pedence with a great shot. We've just hit the post. And I believe it was the new boy, Pedro Lima. Daniel Pedence bought a save out the keeper. Great save. Great shot, by the way, by Daniel Pedence. He's a good player, Daniel is. Great save by the keeper. Comes out to Pedro Lima, reacts quick. Keeper saves it and parries it onto the post. Still 0-0 here at Molineux. 15 minutes gone. Pedro Lima, do you know what? I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of him this season. I think we're going to be seeing a hell of a lot more of him. Wolves have now got a corner, short corner to Tommy Doyle. Wasted, really. It goes out to Daniel Pedence. Does a bit of trickery, beats a player, back to Tommy Doyle, puts the ball into the box. Easy save for the keeper. So once again, Tommy Doyle, it's good, very important for Tommy Doyle to have him minutes because I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of him as well. We've got a good bench as well, guys. Lamina's on the bench, Doc. Rodrigo Gomez, Larson, Hwang, so we can change it about if needs be. Molineux as well. North Bank looks like there's a few people in there. I'm not sure how many tickets they've sold. If anybody knows the attendance, please drop it in the comments. Daniel Pedence again running at the Burnley defence. Ball goes back to Tommy Doyle, who puts it out to Chiquinho. Chiquinho cross it in right-footed, and it goes out. Chiquinho putting a cross into the box there. Testing and stretching the Burnley defence. Once again, good link-up play by Tommy Doyle and Daniel Pedence. Like I said, Daniel Pedence, he is a frustrating player. It's looking like now that Saudi Arabia could be his next target. But for me, you know, I still think there's a bit more to see of him in a Wolves shirt. But I think they're just ready to cash in now. But at least he's getting a game tonight. If he scores, who knows? He might play the weekend and grab another goal then. So, ball over the top for Gonçalo Guedes to chase onto. He looks a bit lackluster at the minute. I'd wonder if there's a move in the pipeline for him. Obviously, we've only got a few days to go. So there might be something in the pipeline. Normally, though, this close to a move, there might not be playing certain players in case they pick up injuries. Pedro Lima with a great clearance there. Really strong right-footed clearance on the Burnley left winger. Burnley now playing it across the back. I haven't seen. Is Nathan Collins playing tonight? Let's hope Nathan Collins has another masterclass. 17 minutes gone at Molineux. Here in Treasel, not here at Molineux. It's 0-0. It's 0-0. I had a problem with Sky earlier, but now it's under control. I'm probably not under control, but Sky is. Hi, Jace from Canada. Steve, good man. I can show your comment, actually, Steve. There you go. Can I? Show me. Here we go. Hi, Jace from Canada. Thanks. If anybody wants to comment, put something positive and I'll put it up. Who said that? Ethan Smith. What you on about, son? Oh, Burnley don't do channels like this, do they, mate? So, Wolves. It's gone Boubacar Traore. Pedro Lim's getting involved in a lot of the attacks. He does seem like an attacking wing back of the Semedo and the Ain't Nori ilk. The ball drops back to Ryan Ain't Nori, puts it left-footed to Sarabia, plays it into Pedence. Good link-up play here. Tommy Dore with a shot from distance, just over the bar. Wolves seem to be linking up really well. Daniel Pedence seems to be in the middle of it all as well, linking up to play well, receiving the ball. We know he's comfortable on the ball. He's just had another effort just over the bar. Tommy Dore, sorry. And we know Tommy Dore can shoot from distance. Last season we had a statistic where we didn't score from outside the box in open play in the league. And to be honest, the lads, Doyle, Pedence, they do like shooting. We know that. So we might be surprised tonight. There does look a few people in Molineux, actually. If anyone can give me the attendance. Neil, Sky's rubbish. Neil, I'd be absolutely inclined to agree. I spend £140 a month and I can't even get it on. It's on now, though. That's the main thing. Don't watch dodgy streams, ladies and gentlemen. It's naughty. But if you do, you're normally 5 minutes behind anyway. But I'm not. I'm watching Sky. Burnley now attacking. It's their first real attack down the left. Defended well again by Lima. Lima has been in the thick of the action tonight. Pedro Lima, yeah, been in the thick of the action. It's gone out for a Wolves throw, I believe. Wolves throw. Burnley trying to box them in. So the player we've been linked with, I don't believe he's playing tonight, ladies and gentlemen, which you never know. He might be in the boardroom. Jeff Shee might be trying to sign him for 50p, offering him a bag of Haribo's and 30 quid a week. Knowing Jeff Shee. Den Donker, by the way, what do we all make of that, guys? £140 a month. I've been mugged. Neil, I have definitely been mugged. So, yeah, guys, Den Donker. I don't know if someone's going to wind up with that because it wouldn't be the most exciting of moves. We know Den Donker's a good player, but the last thing we need is a holding midfielder. Or for that matter, a winger. We're crying out for a centre half. Not everybody on social media can be wrong. We are absolutely crying out for a centre half. So, if you press the red button on Sky Plus, it will come up. Forget Den Donkey, Jason. Sorry, guys. I don't think he's a bad player, but I just think we're past that now. If that makes sense. 0-0. Balls at Pedro Lima's feet. Gets dispossessed. Boubacar Traore wins it back. A bit of a scuffle on the edge of the Wolves box. It breaks out to a Burnley player who chips it over. It looks to be Burnley that are about to pull the trigger. But Tommy Dore gets it away. Daniel Pedence, good trick. Plays it back into the feet of Pablo Sarabia. Good left-footed work. The ball goes down the left-hand side to Chiquinho. Wolves are trying to get players into the box. Chiquinho has a shot. Great save by the keeper. Good effort by Chiquinho. The ball's come back out to him. Was poked away by the goalkeeper. Now the ball's at the feet of Ain't Nori, who is midway in the Burnley half. Left-hand side. Ball goes back to Craig Dawson. Great to see Craig Dawson on the pitch. I want to see him start on the weekend at Forest. 100%. He needs to start. I was very disappointed with Mosquera and Totti Gomez the weekend. Ain't Nori now on the left-hand side. Ain't Nori, what a player he is, by the way. I can't sing his plaudits enough. We all know he's not the greatest of defenders. And this is why Ain't Nori, for me, is more effective in a back five. I'm sure you will agree. Jason, can you phone Hobbs and tell him a defender is needed? Mate, if Matt Hobbs can't see a defender is needed, mate, we need Stevie Wonder doing that job. So, still 0-0, guys. There is 600. There can't be 658 people watching, but I think there is. There's an eye in the corner. Does that mean there's 658 people watching? If so, guys, this is the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of. There's a lot of positive comments so far. That's what I like to see, guys. Keep smashing them likes as well. I know we got Carl Whitehouse. Carl, give me a wave, Carl. Give me a wave, Carl Whitehouse. Let me know you're watching. Let me know how many likes that we've got. Keep smashing those likes. We had just over 100 on the last game. Craig Dawson now knocks the ball out left to Aitnori, who then plays a 1-2 with Daniel Podence. Daniel Podence, the thick of everything. Good movement from Daniel Podence. I do really like Daniel Podence. I do hope we keep on to him, especially if we're only going to see him for about £6 million. For me, that seems an absolute waste. Well, if we're seeing Daniel Podence for £6 million, who can win you a game out of nothing, and we're signing a goalkeeper for £10 million, exactly. My thoughts exactly. So, 669 live. Bloody hell, guys. Brian Burton, you're doing a great job, Jason. Brian, you can come on again. Flipping at Ethan. I'm trying to block this bloke, Ethan. Come on, Burnley. He'll soon be quiet. 669. Look at that. Oh, Michael Lever. Big shout out to Michael Lever. By the way, what a bloke he is. He really helped me earlier when I was getting stressed out. Good guy. Creationwolf.com. Go on creationwolf.com, guys. Is Ethan a Burnley fan? Do you think he might be a Wolves fan wanting Burnley to win so that Jeff Shee spends 40 million on players in the next 3 days? Not going to happen. So, still 0-0 here at Molineux. Wolves versus Burnley. Who went to Wolves versus Burnley in 1988? Sherpa Van Trophy final. 80,841 were present, but not me. I didn't go. My first match was in 1989. So sadly, I didn't get to go. But you can't call me a glory hunter because Wolves were in the 4th division. Actually, I think they just got promoted. So, guys, Burnley now attacking on the left-hand side near the Steve Bull stand. Burnley are attacking the South Bank, and it's still 0-0. Wolves have had the better of the play for me. I hope it's not going to be one of them games, but it might get to penalties, guys. How good would that be? 1980 League Cup final. Did you get that? Did you, Neil? You was there, MJ. 51 likes. Come on. Do you know what, guys? Can I just say thank you, all of you, for bearing with me while I couldn't get my Sky working because it was stressing me out and there was a fly going bzz, bzz, buzzing around my head. Ain't Nori now. Venturing into the Burnley box. What a great run. Oh, I tell you what, guys. Ain't Nori cutting from the left-hand side, got to the edge of the Burnley box, went through the Burnley defence like a knife through butter, by the way, like Chelsea were doing to us on Sunday. He went past 3 Burnley players then, guys, with ease. Put it onto his right foot. Good save by the keeper. That would have been, I was going to say, one of the goals of the season, but we've only scored 2. Guys, I'll tell you what, great run by Aitnori. Would anyone agree with this, guys? Aitnori, for me, reminds me a bit of Gareth Bale. I just think he's one of them players who looks so good going forward. Who would like to see Aitnori out on the left, a good 3 or 4 game run, and to really show what he can do? This is why I don't necessarily agree with the Hugo Bueno loan because, well, I believe he's injured at Feyenoord at the minute. But I don't agree with it on the basis that I think he could have done a job this season and pushed Aitnori forward. But what do I know? What formation's he gone for? He's gone for 4 at the back. What am I watching it on, sir? I am watching it on Sky Plus. Press your red button. 713 people. What is going on? There is more watching this than at Molineux. This is absolutely incredible. Go on. Jason, fave Wolves player. Oh, flipping heck. Aitnori. Aitnori is my favourite Wolves player. How could you tell? Daniel Podence. I like Daniel Podence, my favourite Wolves player, but I'm the same height as him. He's 5'2" and I'm 6'5". We'd be like twins, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is everyone enjoying the watch along? If so, smash a like. If you're not enjoying it, tell Dave, because I don't care. Lopetegui could see ran as a winger. Correct, nearly. Come on, Jason. It's done. We're going to be 1,000 viewers in no time. Let's get to 1,000 viewers. Do you know what? We could do that. Thanks for bearing with me, guys, because I was getting stressed. Trying to get my Sky working. And now I've got a cough. Great. So, Pablo Sarabia on the left-hand side. Actually taking a corner, sorry, from the right-hand side, North Bank end. Pablo Sarabia, the dead ball specialist. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Pablo Sarabia. Anyone that plays for Paris Saint-Germain is a good player. So, Sarabia now. Left-footed into the box. Good corner. Keeper punches it away. Burnley on the edge of their own box. Get it away quickly. It's now gone right back all the way to Bentley. You know, the player who Arsenal offered 50p for, 50,000 quid or 100,000 quid. What sort of, I mean, this is just ridiculous. Arsenal penny pinching for a player they're not even going to play. So I don't know why they take the Michael with bids like that, because Wolves aren't going to let a player go for a pittance. And he's not a bad goalkeeper. Bit end to end now. He's just gone back to the Burnley goalkeeper. The ball has now been picked up once again by Pedro Lima. For everyone watching so far, what do you think of Pedro Lima on the ball? He looks very, very comfortable. Looks a bit like Nelson Semedo. Nelson Semedo, I believe he's coming to the end of his contract soon. So if we do want to cash in on Nelson Semedo, Pedro Lima could be the perfect replacement. Ball's now back to Craig Dawson. Another great player, Craig Dawson. He's a year older, obviously, but there's still a player there. Guedes has gone down, clutching his leg. Ball come over the top. I believe it was from Dawson. Guedes chased onto it. He's now down. I don't think it's anything too serious. Sarabia is a good player. He's on big money. Yeah, I think he's on about 90 grand a week, according to it. 188. I don't know. Because in the corner here, it's got an eye in the corner of the screen. It's got 722. So God knows what that is, guys. If you can tell me. Thank you, Marcus, for bursting my bubble. Thanks for that, Marcus. Really appreciate that. If you can give me some more negativity, I thrive on it. Not really, guys. Be nice to me, please. What? Yeah, Rand trying to make amends. Listen, I think he's a great player. He's on the ball now. He's just done a 1-2 with Chiquinho. A lot of play down the left-hand side. Poor ball by Rand, then who tries to play it back to Chiquinho. Ball is now at Burnley's in Burnley's midfield. They just had a free kick. They're now attacking. Right, guys, in the comments, can you name a player who's played for both Wolves and Burnley? I'll start Stephen Fletcher. Name some more. Ball's gone back to Dan Bentley. Oh, yeah, Arsenal. 100 grand bid. Eh? You can't buy Bentley, guys, for 100 grand. Was there 10 changes? Yeah, Sam Johnson for 10 million. Is that you, Sam Johnson? Sam Johnson, 10 million. Guys, the jury's out. I don't know. £10 million for a goalkeeper. Sarr must be on his way if we're playing 10 million for a goalkeeper and not signing a centre half. Wolves shots 10, Burnley 1. Thank you for the stats, Josh. Thanks, Josh. Good man. Sam Vokes played for both teams. Correctly, he did. Sam Vokes. Let's name some more. I'll chuck another one in. Michael Kitely played for both Wolves and Burnley. Another player from the 80s, John Bender. So, hey, Josh. I like you, Josh. So, there's an eye in the corner to 737, although people are telling me that that's not. What's the eye for in the eye numbers? What's now 33,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. Absolutely. Steve Kinden, great call. Nathan Collins, Ethan played for both teams. Ethan, if you are a Burnley fan, best of luck with Nathan Collins. That was the best £20 million we ever did. Forest is the one that matters on Sunday. Forest is the one that definitely matters. That's going to be a big game. Forest have just beat Southampton 1-0. This is the concerning thing for me. That Forest are going to be in a bit of form. Morgan Gibbs-White, as we know, will likely come to haunt us. I hope not. Right, has anyone got any cough linctors? So It's a free kick to Wolves, not in a particularly dangerous position. In their own half, Aït-Nouri passes it back to Craig Dawson, who plays it along the line to Santiago Bueno. Good to see Santiago Bueno back in a Wolves shirt. The ball now breaks out onto the right-hand side to Daniel Podence, who's been all over the pitch, by the way. Actually, that wasn't Daniel Podence, so it's just gone to Daniel Podence. Aït-Nouri, I need my eyes testing. Anyone can give me a free eye test? Work at Specsavers. The ball now. Tommy Doyle, who ventured out to the right then, tried to get it onto, Pablo Sarabia ventured out onto the right then. He switched over to the right, Pablo. We know he's good with both feet. Obviously, he's got a favoured left foot. Tries to play the ball through to Pedro Lima, but there's too much on it, and Pedro can't get onto it. Chris Iwelumo play for Burnley? I think he did, actually. Stephen Ward, another good call. Stephen Ward. So, Barry from Cornwall. A large glass of scotch usually does the trick. I don't drink scotch, and there's a reason for that. Years ago, when I was a little puppy, my dad got me drunk on scotch. I remember vomiting for hours and hours and hours, and to date, I have never touched scotch again. Even the smell of it makes me want to gag. Pedro Lima on the right-hand side for Wolves, and the ball is out of play. So, Chris Iwelumo, he could have done. I actually asked Chris how to pronounce his name, so I called him Iwelumo, but it was Mikey Burrows calling him Iwelumo, and I still can't remember what he said now. Mo Kamara, great call. Mo Kamara played for Wolves and Burnley. That's a great call, by the way. Any goalkeepers play for Wolves and Burnley? Have a think, guys. So, anyone else watching it on Sky? At half time, I'm going to try and get it on the TV in the other room if I can, or shall I just stick to this and just stop creating myself a problem that I don't need? Because I've got enough problems. Listen, what's good about tonight is we've made, I believe, 10 changes. It's going to give all these guys a run out, keep them fresh. It's also going to give them an opportunity to showcase themselves, not so much in the transfer window, but it's going to give them a chance to showcase themselves in front of Gary O'Neill to prove they can do it at this level. Because, listen, Burnley have put a reasonable team out today. Not really much going on, guys, hence the reason I'm waffling on. Goalies, Wayne Hennessy. Great call. Can't get a feed here in Florida. Listening thanks to you. Alan, are you enjoying it, by the way, in sunny Florida? Dave Thomas, Goliath Small, I believe. Yes, the tank, Steve Kindon, what a player, by the way. Jason, do you think Gon should what do you think Gon should do to help our conversion rate this season? Conversion rate in terms of do you mean in terms of scoring goals? Hang on. Sorry, Daniel Podence had a shot then. I would encourage the players to shoot from outside the box. I think that's something we've lacked massively, especially since losing Ruben Neves. I think they should encourage it because sometimes you can catch a goalkeeper off guard. The defence. What happened there? I disappeared. Encourage shooting from outside the box, and we've got players that can do it. We really, really have. I think you look at players like Sarabia. Although, he's not a starter as such in the Premier League, but we know he can hit a ball. We've got Tommy Doyle, he can hit a ball. 10 minutes to half time. Yes, so I'd encourage him to shoot from outside the box. It's just something we haven't done enough of, and I think we're missing a trick with it. Also, as well, guys, I get frustrated with short corners or corners that don't beat the first man. A corner is a cross into the box. Just get the cross into the box. Just do it. It's just a crossing. It's just a free hit. Get it in the box. Cross into the box, by the way. And Gonçalo Guedes has scored. Gonçalo Guedes has scored, guys. Cross into the box. I believe it was. I said cross into the box. I believe it was from Pablo Sarabia. Puts the ball into the box. Or was it Pedro Lima? Sorry, guys. I just saw Guedes. I'll tell you who it was. Dawson plays a great ball out to Pedro Lima. Pedro Lima with his first assist of the season. Puts the ball in. Guedes. Great finish. Right-footed finish into an empty net, but a great position to get into. Gonçalo Guedes. Great position to get into. I thought he'd actually put it wide. Really pleased with that, guys. Pedro Lima with a cross. Goalkeeper comes out, misses it. Gonçalo Guedes with the finish. And this is why it's important to play players like that. Really, really, really pleased, guys, for Gonçalo Guedes. Get in. Great goal. A great ball by Pedro Lima, by the way. I'm going to get a beer to celebrate.
To put the youngster in to start with. That's his first Wolves goal since January of 2023, around about 18 months' time. Since his last one for this club, it was against Liverpool in a 2-2 draw in the FA
Cup. 1-0. I'm going to celebrate with a nice can of warm Budweiser. It's not warm, actually. Hopefully that will help my cough. Wolves 1, Burnley now. 38 minutes gone. 7 minutes to go of the first half. And Wolves look to be in control. Good finish by Gonçalo Guedes. It's very easy, guys, by the way. As a really crap former striker that I was, playing for all these crap Sunday League teams, when a ball comes across like that, sometimes you've just got to make a decision. They're quite easy to miss. But Gonçalo Guedes, that's meat and veg to him. And it's great for his confidence. Let's hope he can get another, perhaps. So what we all drinking tonight, guys, by the way? What we all drinking? What is the drink of choice? And how many likes are we on? Where's Carl? Where's Carl Whitehouse?
Some of those off the bench in the Premier League rather than starting games. Were an issue for Burnley last season.
Thank you, Michael.
Top scorer was Jakob Larsen with 7.
Thank you, Michael. He said we've got 538 live viewers. 538. You're not all listening to me, are you, guys? Sorry. So, a nice strong coffee. Oh, Stu, a nice strong coffee. If I drink coffee at this time of night, mate, I'm like this. I'll flipping be like in a minute if my flipping sky freezes again. Dazzling Dave, I'm sacking you, Dave. I'm going to call it always Jason. Stella Unfiltered. Flipping heck. Oh, iced tea. I like iced tea. Wins always do lift you. 1, 2, 3 North Street. They certainly do, guys. 807 people watching. This is absolutely incredible, by the way, guys. Really, really pleased. Wolves 1, Burnley 0. Great finish by Gonçalo Guedes. Great cross by Pedro Lima. Put the ball across. We've now got Chiquinho shooting from distance. Puts it wide. Gonçalo Guedes is frustrated with him. Chiquinho had a shot from distance. No, I'm saying shoot from outside the box, but he was a full 30 yards out. Didn't really have any right to shoot. Guedes had moved, was in a better position. Chiquinho fluffed his lines. The good thing was Guedes was a bit disappointed with him. Shows he's got passion. Why didn't you pass it? And Boubacar Traoré is down, rubbing the back of his knee. That's him out for 8 months. It's not. Better not be. We do. Hey, listen, Barry, we do need something after Sunday. Sunday, how disappointing was that? Thing is, let's talk about Sunday, guys, quickly, while Boubacar Traoré is injured. We are 20 minutes second in the first half, last 20 minutes. I got to be honest, I said to the guy next to me, I said, I think we're going to win this second half. It was actually John Purdy, the former Wolves player. And I said, you know what? I think we're going to win this second half. And I genuinely thought we got him on the rack. And then what did I do? I put it on Twitter. I said, I think we're going to win this second half. Anyway, guys, we got absolutely hammered. Pedro Neto, what do you think of that little... I mean, guys, I'm all for, players coming back to play for the whole club. He'd come on when he was on the pitch, we applauded him. Then he celebrates an assist like they'd won the Premier League. What's he doing? What's he playing at? What is he playing? Oh, Cole's at the match, is he? Rick React, 69 likes, Cole's at the match. Brilliant, actually. I better text Cole back. I better text Cole back. So, yeah, so disappointed with Pedro Neto, especially when we've stuck by that player throughout all of his injuries. Look, I'll get he's gone to a new club, he's on big bucks, whatever. I just don't think I think it was the word is crass. That is my opinion. That is my opinion on it. I just think it would have been a bit more dignified, but this is the difference between real legends and these pretend ones, because a real legend like Ruben Neves would not have celebrated an assist for Chelsea. I'm telling you now. So, Dazzling Dave has lost his job. Does anybody want to tell him? Does anybody want to tell him? There's 829 watching. Does anyone want to tell Dazzling Dave he's lost his job? Oh, listen, second half, we just went to sleep, guys. Honestly, I thought after 20 minutes, I thought, you know what, 20-minute spell, so we're going to win this. John Purdy, the former Wolves player, knows his football. He said, you know what, Jace, I agree with you. And then it's going bang, 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 bang. Right, Boubacar Traore has gone to the sidelines. I don't know if he's going to be replaced. He's holding his knee to Wolves. He's going to give it a go. Wolves are currently playing with 10 men. There's a fly buzzing around my head, which is winding me up beyond belief. Mario Lemina is getting his boots on. He's got an earring in. Mario Lemina has a big earring. I hope he takes that out before he plays. It looks like a pirate at the minute. This big, really big. Right, Boubacar Traore's gone off. Mario Lemina's going to replace him. Boubacar Traore's injured. I'm sorry, guys, to be the bearer of bad news. 840 people watching. Yes, Lombard 71. Let's have another. Let's have another. Yeah, Lemina's on. Lemina's on. It's now 45 minutes gone on the clock. I imagine there's going to be a couple of minutes injury time. And then we'll all talk amongst ourselves at the end of the half. Decent half, guys. It's not like out of a pool. 846 watching. That's brilliant, guys. Honestly, that's absolutely amazing. Just see what's amazing. There's 846 people watching. The attendance you just come at Molineux, 845. Can you believe that? No, that's not true. I'm lying. I don't know how many's there. I don't know how many's there, but I do know Wolves are winning 1-0. Lemina is about to come onto the pitch for the dying set. Oh, actually, there's 4 minutes injury time in the first half. Mario Lemina is on. What happened to Noah Lemina? Anyone know what happened to Noah Lemina? I think he's injured, isn't he? I think he's injured. Lemina has took the captain's armband. Lemina's took the captain's armband, so he is now on the pitch. It's Wolves 1, Burnley 0. We are leading through a Gonçalo Guedes strike into an empty net from a Pedro Lima cross. Come at him at speed. Control it well. Chiquinho now on the left-hand side. Cuts it inside to Tommy Doyle, who's been impressive tonight, linking up the play well. Tommy Doyle plays it back to the evergreen Craig Dawson, who finds Pablo Sarabia, who tries to link up with the goal scorer Guedes, number 29. Be good to see Guedes get another goal tonight. I'd also like to see Daniel Penance get on the score sheet. That's going to do Guedes the world of good. His confidence, it really, really is. Noah Lemina has been transferred. Pamela, thank you for that. Proves what a Wolves fan I am. So, guys, it looks like we're going to go into half-time at 1-0. Yeah, what if it went to penalties tonight? What do you fancy if it did go to penalties? Do you think Wolves would bottle it? I think Wolves would win. I do love penalties. I think it's a great way to win a game. Really exciting, but it's an awful way to lose one. It's a bit like a playoff final, isn't it? Great way to get promoted and win a game. It's like a cup final, but if you lose, you've got to do the whole season again. I mean, look, if we did lose tonight, I don't think we'll. We've lost some penalties. Not the end of the world. But listen, Wolves are in control. I think that we're good for another couple of goals, by the way, guys. Good for another couple of goals. 860 people watching. Keep posting your positive comments, guys. I haven't seen any negativity. Remember that Sheffield Wednesday penalty shootout? Yes, I do. I was there. We was 3-0 down. And yeah, it was 3-0 down, and that was it. And I remember Sheffield Wednesday fan underneath him. I was at the top tier of the Steve Ball, which was then the John Island. He was sticking his thumb up, and I stuck my thumb up, and we resigned ourselves to losing on penalties, and we won. It was incredible. They never scored another penalty. Wolves scored 4, won 4-3. Chris Waddle missed his first penalty, the first penalty he took since the World Cup, and John DeWolf and Don Goodman took the last 2 penalties, and yeah, wow, what an unbelievable night that was. Sheffield Wednesday Cup game. Love that game. One of my favourite games. I remember queuing overnight for a ticket as well, queuing overnight in the Steve Ball, and that was the thing. That's what you do to get tickets. Queue overnight. Ridiculous. Half-time, guys. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Burnley 0. The goal scorer, Gonçalo Guedes. Pedro Lima on the right-hand side, put the ball in. Right-footed. Sarabia played it out to Pedro Lima, linked up well. Great cross by Pedro Lima, who we are definitely going to see a lot more of this season. I'm telling you now, he is one hell of a player. And you can criticise the Wolves transfer window to a degree, but they've got a gem in Pedro Lima. I'm telling you now, I'm putting my name to that. Pedro Lima is an absolute gem. Put it in, evaded the goalkeeper. Guedes sliding in, sometimes difficult to guide, even into an empty net, and he did just that. So it is 1-0. 1-0. We was playing a little game earlier. Oh, yes, remember that one? It was Kevin Pressman who took the penalty, and he took it like a goal kick. He nearly took the net off. So 854 of you guys watching. I'm actually going to put a link on Twitter to get some abuse. No, I don't need that, guys. If I wanted abuse, I'd have a row with my missus. So the watch along. Oh, I can see myself. How weird's that? How weird's that? Right. How do I find the link? How do I share it? Share. Copy link. Here we go. Let's get it on Twitter. You can watch the you can watch the Always Wolves watch along with me here. Right. So, right, guys, 863 of you watching. How's the game going? I've got to be honest, Jack. Yeah, in Wolves' favour. I've got the stats up on the screen, actually. I'm sure you guys have soon. Defending, 9 tackles won as opposed to Burnley's 4, 7 interceptions opposed to Burnley's 3. Passing accuracy, both teams on 86%. Key passes, 11 for Wolves and 1 for Burnley. I think that tells you really, guys, all you need to know. 5 fouls committed by Wolves, 4 fouls committed by Burnley. But the most important statistic, guys, and we can look at stats all we want, at the end of the day, is after 90 minutes to score. Possession. In attack, 46.6 possession to Burnley's 53, which I find strange. Shots, 13 to Burnley's 1. 5 on target to Burnley's none. 3 clear-cut chances to Burnley's none. So you can see, guys, we are well and truly in control and in command of this game. So, Dazzling Dave has just sent me a message. Don't know if anyone can hear that fly. Don't know if anyone can hear that fly, but I feel like getting an air rifle and taking its brain out. What about when you're in bed at night and you can hear a fly that it lands in your ear? How mad does that make you? Seriously, is that just me or is it anyone else? Makes me, it infuriates me. And you're asleep and you're like that, and you go. I'm not really an angry person, guys. Good morning from New Zealand, Derek. Good morning from New Zealand. Jack's a Brighton fan. Brighton mosquitoes are worse. Oh, there's nothing worse, is there? Going on holiday, all excited. I'm on holiday. And then a flipping mosquito wrecks it. Guedes has played well tonight so far. So has Daniel Podence. The man of the match for me so far is Pedro Lima, by the way, guys. We've got a real good player on our hands. A real good player on our hands there. Just watching the highlights. Decent effort from Tommy Doyle shooting from distance. In all fairness, it was right. It was over the bar, but I'm pleased to see them having chances. I think Gary O'Neill, that's something he's encouraged for them to shoot outside the box. They have been shooting on sight. Sometimes there's nothing more frustrating than a team trying to walk the ball into the net. But we don't really seem to be doing that tonight, although the passing's been good. I'm just watching the highlights now. Daniel Podence, couple of flicks. It is nice to see. Sometimes it's got to be in the right areas, though. So he backheeled it through to Aït-Nouri, who done a great run, and he slalomed through and beat, as you've seen, 3 or 4 players for those that are watching it along with me. And it was a good effort. I'm just watching the goal now. Great movement by Guedes, by the way. Great movement. Hit it with his right foot as well. It was coming from the right-hand side. It would have probably been easier to hit it with his left. Listen to me, Alan Shearer. It would have probably been easier to hit it with his left, but hit it with his right, and he steered it in, should we say. Steered it in. Good finish. So second half, Wolves are going to be kicking from left to right towards the south bank. Look at that. A nice fresh pint of Budweiser. I did say, guys, I wasn't even bothered about having a drink tonight, but that stressed me out getting on to please you guys, 879 of you. So both Nigel Longwick and Joe Hodge have gone on loan to Huddersfield. Pedro Lima is cooking. I'm down with the kids now. Pedro Lima's cooking, guys. He was a good signing. He was a very good signing. Forest went behind in 18 seconds. To be honest, guys, that wouldn't be a bad thing, I'll be honest, if Forest lost tonight and dented the confidence. They're probably playing with a weakened side, to be honest. Who are Forest playing, by the way? I don't even know who they're playing. Please, guys, hit me a comment on where you are watching it from in the world. I know we've got people from New Zealand. We've got people from Bilston, we've got people from Dudley. I think we've got someone from Italy. And we've got someone from... oh, sorry, Forest are playing Newcastle. Not you from Newcastle. So, I'll tell you what. Brian, don't swear at me like that, mate. Hey, I don't like that. Phuket in Thailand. I've been to Phuket, by the way. I've been to Phuket and I played bingo and got 2 matching balls. Da, 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 da. I'm here all night. 85% passing accuracy for Wolves, 86% passing accuracy. No yellow cards or red cards so far in the game. I am looking forward to the second half. Thank you for all 898 of you who are watching. James BDG. Hey, Jason. Hey, James BDG. What does BDG stand for, James? BDG. Hey, Jace, how's you? Mate, I'm absolutely living the dream. Rugeley near Cannock. I used to live in Cannock, the posh part of Huntington. I now live in Treacle, watching from California. Living it up in the Hotel California. Hey, Neil, nothing wrong with Bilston and Dudley. Neil, I didn't say there was. I was just saying Bilston and Dudley because I can't do the California accent because I don't want to embarrass myself. Yes, Wolves fan, I was looking forward to the second half on Sunday. Wasn't we all? Just my surname, Baylis de Gruchy. I mean, what a great name that is. Oh, man, that's just an incredible name. That's like a vodka. What vodka you got, sir? Baylis. No, actually, it sounds like a nice red wine, a really expensive red wine. Yes, sir. Can I have a bottle of Baylis de Gruchy? That's brilliant. I want that name. I want to be called Jason Baylis de Gruchy instead of Jason Guy. Just got home from school shopping and I'm tired. That means I can't swear because we've got a 14-year-old watching. I'm not going to swear, guys. No way. No way. No way. No way. And we've got someone watching from Lahore in Pakistan. Come on, Mark. That can't be true. I haven't got it. You can't be watching from Lahore in Pakistan. If you are, I'm well impressed. Get that on a shirt, Jace. Baylis de Gruchy, the finest red wine. I'm not taking the mick, by the way. I want that name. I hope, Jason, you're doing a good job. We keep cheering them for you. Yes, Carl, who's at the match, who's now logged into YouTube. Carl, how many? We've got 905 watching. How many people, Carl, have liked it? Right. I can't say this word, guys. He said he's watching from, what does it say? Tipton. Watching from where? Can't read it. No. Never heard of it. Mark Cox is coaching out here. Cricket, Mark, or football? Yeah, thanks. Watching from Jersey in the Channel Islands. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So if you want a good bottle of red wine, Baylis de Gruchy, you've got to go to Jersey. Western Supermare. Flipping heck. That's what Jose Sarr had on Sunday. A Western Supermare. Didn't he just? Jose Sarr, everybody. A masterclass. For any of you go, what's that tattoo on your arm, Jason? It actually says no regrets in Latin. And guess what? I regret it. The irony. Watching from Warsaw. Yes, that's why you support Wolves. You're all lying, guys. So hang on. Malta, Pakistan, California, New Zealand, Jersey in the Channel Islands, Bilston, Dudley, West Brom. Another one in West Brom. Wensfield. I went to Wensfield High, Adrian. Wensfield High. Coventry. We've got an Arsenal fan. Big up, says the Arsenal fan. Good man, Shay. Thank you, Shay, for that. Big up. Jason, have you been to Tipton? Yes, I have been to Tipton, and I've just got my alloys back. That's a joke, by the way, guys. Please don't get offended by my comments. I have never had my alloy wheels stolen in Tipton. Oh my God. I know you're lying. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And I don't believe you neither. And I don't believe you neither. I do, guys. Brilliant. This is Stafford. Jason. No, we'll leave that one. So it was, yeah, I didn't think it said what it did say. We have got minors watching, guys, so if we can keep the comments clean. Who's the best left winger, Jace? Wagstaff, Froggett, or Keir Starmer? Guys, don't put me in this position. The best left winger is, as we know, Keir Starmer, who great left-footed player. I remember watching him for Labour FC, and he did everything but Labour, to be honest. The only problem was he cut off Monan's heating. I thought Dave Wagstaff was a brilliant winger. I didn't watch him live. I'm not that old, but I did watch him on TV, and he was an unbelievable winger. By the way, guys, very skillful. It's always. Yes, there is. That's correct. In the Steve Bull and the right stand, there are 2 tiers. Correct. Amy said your tea's ready. You're flipping joking, mate. Amy's on holiday. My wife's on holiday. She's just come back. She's gone again, and I've got the kids. Starmer more of a centre back, right? Yeah, Dave Wagstaff. People do say, could Dave Wagstaff play in today's game? Could Derek Dugan play in today's game? I always say, could these guys play before, when tackles were up to your neck, when it was a pitch full of mud, when the balls and the equipment were substandard, when the pitches were awful, when there was divots, when the refs didn't protect you? So the players who could play then, can you imagine George Best? Can you imagine Steve Daly on a bowling pitch like we've got at Molineux? Oh, listen, guys, if they're doing it on them pitches, yeah, let's try not to mention too much about politics, guys. Yeah, if we can. John Richards, yes, he certainly could. Imagine Melee's playing today. Chris Humphreys, are you trying to get me sacked? 932 of you watching me waffle on. Drinking warm Budweiser, guys, out of the can. The second half is about to kick off. Burnley are bringing on a substitute. They're bringing on someone I've never heard of for someone I've never heard of. It's 1-0 here at the Molineux, a Gonçalo Guedes goal. I can't see if they've brought on any subs as yet, because I haven't been paying attention. Because I've been, yes, George Best now, that's correct. He was a Wolves fan. Sam, you are watching something incorrect, mate. Because I've got the admin who controls all the back end of this, and I beg your pardon, and he said there's 900 watching. So Sam, it might be 200 people in the comments, perhaps. I don't know. So, guys, Jane, hello, Jane, Ward, Lucy. I love Jane, Paul, and John Cox. Beautiful people. Big Wolves fans, apart from Jane's a Villa fan, actually. So she's probably hoping Burnley wins tonight. Right. Paul Cook scored direct from a corner he did years ago. Can you remember the 2 games? Quiz question. The 2 games he scored against was Blackburn at home and Brighton away in the 91-92 season. Because I am an absolute anorak. Come on, you Wolves from Brisbane. I nearly went Brisbane. Right, guys, it's kicked off. I'll turn the volume up a bit. It's Wolves 1, Burnley 0. Excuse me. That's the cheap Budweiser I've got. Burnley now are attacking the North Bank. Good defending by Wolves. The ball goes out to Pablo Strebe on the right-hand side. He plays it back to the man of the match so far. It's early doors today. The man of the match so far for me, Pedro Lima, who then plays it back to Dan Bentley, who Arsenal put the huge £50,000 bid in. 89 likes. Let's get to 100. Pamela is watching from Spain. If I was in Spain now with all the beer and sangria, the last thing I'll be doing is watching me. But Pamela, thank you. Game's back on now, mate. John, let's crack on. That's correct, John. Let Jason go back to work. So I'm going to open a can of Bud because I'm stressed from earlier because it didn't work. because everyone was going, it's on Now TV. I downloaded Now TV. It's on Sky. Couldn't get my Sky to work. It's on this channel. It's on that channel. I downloaded flipping about 50 different apps. Legitimate, by the way, guys. Do not stream games. Do not stream games. It's illegal. It's not big. It's not clever. It's not even as big as Daniel Pedent. It's not clever, guys. Don't stream games because it's really a really naughty thing to do. Although my commentary is in Japanese. That's not true, by the way. It's on Sky. So please don't report me and get my house raided, because if I went and attacked someone in the street, I would get less time than for watching a game on a dodgy box. You looking forward to your hosting gig, Jason? Yes. Believe it or not, Stu, I've actually started tonight. I'm joking. Fabrizio Romano doesn't normally get it wrong, saying Wolves are in for Andro Trinidad from Fluminense, which I believe is a Brazilian called Pedro Limão on the right-hand side. Plays the ball into Gonçalo Guedes, who plays a crossfield ball, but it's headed back to the Burnley keeper. Bit of a poor ball, really, by Guedes. He should have put more on it. Still Wolves 1, Burnley 0 here at Treacle. Sunny Treacle. So who scored for Wolves? Who scored for Wolves? It was Gonçalo Guedes. Tim is in Spain as well. Nobby Clark is in, where's Nobby Clark? Nobby Clark is in the south of France. Nobby's clearly got a bit of dough. South of France. I've been to south of France once and I'm still repaying the loan. Wolves are now kicking towards the south bank. A long lofted ball forward to Gonçalo Guedes, who chases it more in hope than judgment. And the ball is still in place. Sorry, I thought he was about to go out for a throw. Free kick to Burnley in their own half. Santiago Bueno, do you know what? He's looked okay tonight. Santiago Bueno is a strange one for me. People can't work out whether he's awful or brilliant because he just gets on with it and you don't really notice him. He's not one of them players that looks like there's a mistake in him. He's quite a tidy player, to be honest, and I think that's a good thing. But it's like me. I don't want to get on Mosquera's back. And not Mosquera, sorry, Totti Gomez. He just looks like there's a mistake in him to me. It does nerve me sometimes, should we say, when he's in possession. Wolves win the ball back from a pretty lacklustre Burnley attack. The ball goes back to Dan Bentley, who is number 25 and is about to just bring the ball outside the area, taking his time before I'd imagine he launches it up. I'll tell you what Wolves haven't done tonight. They haven't played the ball across the back to each other very much. That's something they haven't done. Which, once again, against Chelsea, we're 5-0 down. We're playing it. 5-2 down. We're playing it from the back. I'm just thinking, just put it into the other half. Just they can't hurt us with the ball in the other half. Obviously, tonight, Burnley, a completely different opposition. Clearly, a slightly weakened Burnley team, as it is a slightly weakened Wolves team. When I say weakened, it's clearly not his first choice team, although it's a good team. Wolves have definitely got more strength in depth this season than they had last season, in my opinion. So, looking at the comments, loads of empty seats. Yes, my kids are in bed and the missus on holiday, so there is a lot of empty seats. I do apologise. Question, Jason, what hair product do you think Scott Parker uses? I think he goes to a Turkish barber and he uses that Nishman stuff, which is about $3.50 a tub. I think he uses that because when I go in to the Turkish barber, get me Nishman. And see, good thing is, guys, my hairline isn't too bad. It's not parting like Moses yet. Burnley are into the Wolves box, but Tommy Doyle clears the danger. Pablo Sarabia beats a player. But the ball has gone out of play for a Burnley throw. Scott Parker high fives is number 42. It's still 1-0 at Molineux. Have you met a Wolves player? I host the Wolf Whistle podcast. Don't want to bore you with it, where I've interviewed 110 former players. So yeah, I've interviewed a few of the. I've only interviewed a couple. I've only met, I should say, a couple of the present squad. But I've interviewed over 110 players. If you want to listen to my shameless plug, the Wolf Whistle podcast, where you can listen to 110 former player and manager interviews from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, right up to present day, where we interviewed Tony Roberts last year. And I've got a couple more surprises in the pipeline. I haven't done one for a while because my my daughter has been quite poorly. Yes, I have. There's one at the back of my house. It's full of sticklebacks, roach, and perch. It's illegal, guys. Do not stream games, he says. Wife just kicked me off the telly. Bless you. I don't know what's worse, your wife kicking you off the telly, or you end up watching me. 985 watching, guys. 989. Let's get to 1,000, and I'll get a bonus off Dave. He's going to give me. He's going to give me a cold can of Budweiser. We're at 989 watching. That is incredible. If we get to 1,000, I'll do a shot of whiskey. 994. I'm not going to do a shot of whiskey because I'll be sick everywhere. We're at 994. Hang on. Guedes. Great finish. Why is my sky behind, by the way? Why is my sky behind? I'll tell you what, that is a great finish by Guedes. That is a great finish. Great finish. 2-0, guys. Great finish. Ball comes through the middle. Brilliant run by Gonçalo Guedes. So comfortable in possession. Runs in on the keeper. Little dink over the keeper. Sublime finish. Guys, this is why it's so important to give these players a chance. Do you know what? Listen, why now? Why doesn't he start Gonçalo Guedes on Saturday? Give me a reason why not to start Gonçalo Guedes on Saturday, because let me tell you something, guys. That was an unbelievable finish. Really good, calm, composed finish. So easy to get into those positions and put your laces through it and hit it wide, hit it at the keeper, hit it over the bar, hit the beans on toast. But no, honestly, great finish, guys. I implore you to watch that for a finish. Really, really, really good finish. 1,016 watching. Here we go. So, guys, 2-0. 2 goals by Gonçalo Guedes. Who wants Gonçalo Guedes to get his hat-trick? I personally want Gonçalo Guedes to play on Saturday now. I'm in the Gonçalo Guedes. Give him a go. 2 good finishes tonight, by the way. The first one, it was a ball across the box, really quick. He composed himself and hit it first time, but it's so easy to miss these chances when they're coming across at speed. And the second one, ball comes through to him, little dink. Pedro Lima set up the first. I'm not entirely sure who set up the second, if you can tell me. Good play by Wolves. This good play by Wolves. 1,011 of you watching. It's all about opinions, guys. Guedes much better than Hwang. Listen, they've both got qualities, but Guedes has scored 2 tonight, and I really hope he gets a third. If we get a penalty at any point in this game, give it Guedes. Let's get his confidence up, guys. Really, really pleased for Gonçalo Guedes, who has been the forgotten man of Molineux. You know what? These price tags weigh heavy on these players. When you look at, 30+ million price tags, it's big money, and it does weigh heavy on them. We've seen what he's done to Silva. Not that he was worth it, but Gonçalo Guedes might come good, and if he does come good, he's like a new signing. Simple as that. Listen, Rick, I'm telling you now, I completely agree with that statement, by the way. Click those likes, guys. I don't know how many we've got, but Dave said if we get over 1,000 people watching, he'll buy me a can of Budweiser. And if we get over 1,000 likes, he'll make sure it's cold. 100 likes, not 1,000 likes. Flip your neck. Right. Here we go. Andre from Fluminense. If you've got the name of the club right, be a done deal by tomorrow. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope he's watching now in the stadium. Does anybody know what he looks like? Because he could be sitting next to Jeff Shee right now. It's Wolves 2, Burnley 0. 2 good finishes by Gonçalo Guedes. 106 likes. I'm going to do a Steve Pardew dance. Oh, no. Do you know what'll happen now? Someone will get that and play it again, won't they, like they do with Dave, and they'll come up and play. And every time I get something wrong on Twitter or make a fool of myself, as I often do, that will come out then, won't it? My Alan Pardew dance. Please don't, guys. Pucker pies. Pucker pies. Oh, God. I love pucker pies. I could eat about 4 pucker pies on the bounce. I know. It's just greed, just pure greed. Wolves 2, Burnley 0, here in Treasel. Thank you for joining the watch along, all 1,020 of you. I tell you what, guys, 1,020, honestly, incredible. This is really, really incredible. Thank you, guys, for all watching. And all, you know what, there's been loads of positive comments. There's been no negatives. No one's called me anything nasty. One guy said he'd like to do something to me, but I didn't put that up, or I did by accident. What did you have for your tea tonight? I had chili con carne. Chili con carne, Mrs. on holiday. Chili con carne, out the can, packet of rice, 2 minutes, stir it together. Thank you very much. Good night. I am Gordon Ramsay. I've got the Gordon Ramsay things. But now Gordon Ramsay, yeah, it was chili and rice out of a can. It was all right. I'm having to fend for myself because the missus is away. So tomorrow I'll be eating baby food. So ball on the right-hand side with Craig Dawson, who runs into the box like a winger. Smile on his face. They're 2-0 up. Wolves are keeping a clean sheet as well. That's important, guys. Yes, it's important to score goals. But after we got hammered on Saturday, it's important to keep a clean sheet. That might change, though, because we've got Matt Doherty and Totti Gomez coming on. Guys, I had a nice vegan pucker pie. A vegan pucker pie? What is that? What's a vegan pucker pie? Oh, I don't know about that, mate. I don't know about having a vegan pucker pie. I'll tell you one thing, though, mate. I'll try one for you. If you bite me, I'll try it. Vegan pucker pie. Did it taste nice? So I've remembered why I'm here, guys, not to talk about pucker pies or my receding hairline. We are talking about Wolves and Burnley. It's 2-0, 2 goals from Gonçalo Guedes, who actually, for me now, Pedro Lima was my man of the match, but when a player scores 2 goals and he hasn't been in the first team for a long while, it's always good to see. And do you know what? He's really staking a claim for a place in the team, which is so good to see. And it just proves now we've got a bit of strength in depth. Who's he going to drop on Saturday for Gonçalo Guedes? If he's going to drop anyone at all. Not as much as he worries me. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Listen, right. No, I was going to say Lamina's coming off. He isn't. Ain't Nori's coming off. No, sorry, Pablo Sarabia is coming off for Hwang. And Matt Doherty's on and Totti Gomez is on. So I reckon this game is going to finish Wolves 2, Burnley 6. Great commentary, Jason. Have a beer on us. Neil, you've made my night. You've made my night. £5. Guys, give him whatever you give him, a round of applause. Oh, great commentary. Thank you, Neil. I do want to do more of these, guys. What I've got to do, though, I've got to set up. Say if the game kicks off at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, I'm going to set up about 3 a.m. in the morning to get all my flipping tech right, because I'm not the most. Yes, I will. The money doesn't go to me, by the way. So that £5 goes to Dazzling Dave, and Dazzling Dave will pay tax on it. What a strange question. He will pay tax on it. He's a 40% taxpayer. Joking. Ball goes into the box, and it is cleared by Burnley. It's still Wolves 2, Burnley 0. The same scoreline as the 1988 Sherpa Van Trophy final when Wolves beat Burnley 2-0. 80,841 present. Andy Mutch and Robbie Dennison were the goal scorers on that day on the 29th of May, 1988. Burnley playing across their own box. Nina made complete hash of it. And who's excited for the £10 million goalkeeper coming tomorrow? Does that mean Jose Sarr is on his way? Comment in the box. I'm going to be Dazzling Dave now. Comment, like, subscribe. Neil White. That's very kind of you, that is, Neil, by the way. And I'm going to make sure that Dazzling Dave pays tax on it. Oh, Neil, you're too kind. You are, Neil. I like you, Neil. I really like you, Neil. I like you more than my wife, Neil. So, just an itty bitty game in the middle of the park at the minute, guys. Nothing too exciting going on. Mario Lamina in the centre of the park plays the ball out to Hwang. Hwang knocks it back to Santiago Bueno. Good to see him starting tonight. Santiago Bueno knocks it to Tommy Doyle, who's in a bit of a playmaker role. Tommy Doyle getting the ball in, splaying out the passes, playing really well. Andy the Cupid, bad luck, Andy. Hasn't had any tea yet. 2 teeth pulled out this afternoon. And he's drinking through a straw. Right, it is 2-0. Gonçalo Guedes with both goals. I want him to score a third. 64 minutes gone. And we've got 25 minutes to go here at the Golden Palace. Flipping heck. Met some girls from Burnley outside Wembley at the Sherpa Van final, then bumped into them later in the year on holiday on Ibiza, because that wasn't set up, was it, Wolves fan? But you wouldn't have been able to text them or email them then, would you, in 88? You'd been writing to them. Brilliant. Oh, here's my beer that Neil bought me. So, Oasis. Don't bother me. I'm not a fan of Oasis, to be honest. It's never really. Oasis were out at the time when I was at school and leaving school, and never really did it for me. I do like some of their music, don't get me wrong, but would I get tickets? No. If someone give me a free ticket, would I go? Yes. So if you've got any free tickets, please hit me up. I'm Oasis's biggest fan. No, mate. Not that bothered. But if it's a freebie and we're going corporate and I've got a few sandwiches, a few nice fridge full of beer, free, of course, padded seats, front row, limo there, limo back. Yeah, count in. Yeah, I'll come. Yeah, not fair. So, am I about 10 minutes behind? Don't say that. No, I hope not. Am I? No. I think I'm live. I know I'm not 10 minutes behind because it's 0-0 still. No, I'm not. I can't be too far behind. I'm watching on Sky. It's saying I'm watching live. So it's 66 minutes, guys. So I should be. Listen, Josh, I cannot disagree there, my friend. Guedes 100% deserves a third goal. 1,034 of you watching. I don't know what that means. Casual, Dave. No, I'm not watching IPTV, my friend. I'm not watching IPTV. I can assure you it's illegal. And I've not got a criminal record. And Labour a Labour government will definitely 100% send me to prison. If I'm watching a game here, I'm going to prison for about 15 years for watching it. I ain't stupid. I ain't doing it, guys. I'm watching. I'll pay for my Sky 140 quid a month. Wait, it's a bit cheaper now. And yeah, 67.15 here. Oh, bad luck, Rick. I'm on 67.33. So Rick's behind, everybody. So, right. 2-0. Gonçalo Guedes with both goals. Wolves now got a corner on the far side, attacking the south bank end. And it's going to be an in-swinger into the box. It's a good corner. But there's no one there. Good corner. Right in the throat. And I think it was actually flicked away for another corner. Yes, it was. It's another corner. Wolves completely dominating this game, guys, by the way. Completely dominating. Yes, I'm a fan of Gary O'Neill. Big fan of Gary O'Neill. I think he's a great manager. Look, a bit rough around the edges. Still, lots to learn. But we're lucky to have Gary O'Neill, by the way. I'm a Liverpool fan. Will Joe go? Can I ask if Joe Gomez will be available? Because I think he's a top-class player. Will he be available? Well, you might. Oh, header over the bar by Totti Gomez, I think it was. I'll come back to that question in a minute. Totti Gomez, actually, good header, but just over the bar. It was a free header, actually. He probably could have done a bit better, but he did well to get there. Is Joe Gomez available? Listen, Wolves appear to be a bit of a selling club at the minute, so I'm sure if a big offer come in of north of 35 million or even 30 million, perhaps. I don't know. I wouldn't like to say I wouldn't like him to go at all. I think Joe Gomez is a very, very good player. We haven't really missed Neves, in my opinion. I might be wrong, guys, but I don't think we've really missed him, and that's due to the strength of the signings that we've made. But every player's got a price, so do we say for players available? If we get £60 million bid for Aït-Nouri, he's gone. Simple as that. So Burnley now attacking. Put a ball into the box in hope, headed away. Wolves deal with it. Wolves have dealt with everything that's been thrown at them tonight. They've attacked well. We've scored 2 good goals, two decent finishes. Not only with the good finishes, well worked goals as well. What chewing gum product do you think Scott Parker consumes? I think he has that stuff with the nicotine in. I was down the pub once. My mate said, try one of these. I put this one in my gum. Has anyone ever done it? I put the nicotine in my gum. Oh my God, I thought my head was going to explode. Just nicotine gum, I was like, oh, it was dreadful. I wouldn't do it again. Don't do drugs, guys. It's not drugs. It's legal, but don't do it. Joe Gomez is worth at least 70 million. Neil, if we got 70 million for Joe Gomez, I would put Mario Lamina in the car with him. Come on, Neil. Come on, son. Come on, let's calm down, son. Come on. Listen, Neves was a brilliant player, by the way, Barry. I'm from Greece. Want to see what form Daniel Podence is playing rubbish, mate. If you're from Greece, Daniel Podence is playing rubbish. Worst game in a Wolves shirt. He's been awful tonight. Can't string a pass together, can't shoot. Really slow, done his hamstring. Don't sign him. Rubbish, mate. Rubbish. So, there you go. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Yeah, listen, Neves, great player. Unbelievable player. Legend as well for how he conducted himself on and off the pitch. Burnley were attacking. They've put the ball into the box. Listen, Burnley haven't troubled us tonight, guys. Everything they've thrown at us, we have completely dealt with. We've completely dealt with, just like I am dealing with this Budweiser. 1,044. of you beautiful souls watching me ramble on about the greatest football club on earth, Wolverhampton Wanderers Football Club. Neil, 70 million for Joe Gomez. Come on, son. Come on. Right, guys. Whatever you're drinking, can I have a can of? Listen, Joe Gomez is a good player. I'm not a valuation king, by the way, but if there was an offer of 40 to 45 million pound, we've got to look at it. I don't think we're getting 78 million quid for a defending midfielder. Personally, I might be wrong, guys. I'm not George Mendes. I'm Jason from Treasil. Brilliant watch along. Carlos, I had to turn the sound on the TV down. There you go. People would rather listen to me than... who is commentating tonight, by the way? Wolves, Burnley have got the first yellow card of the game. It's a foul on Gonçalo Guedes, our man of the moment. 1,045 of you watching. We are now, I think, about 120 odd likes. Excuse me. That was my tin chili con carne making a rare appearance. My chili con carne, which has made more appearances this season than Fabio Silva. It's a free kick to Wolves. 73 minutes gone. Wolves 2. Burnley now midway in the Burnley half. It's a free kick into the box, hopefully, by Tommy Doyle. A lofting free kick. Too much on it, or is it? The ball has gone out to Matt Doherty. Matt Doherty, who played in the 6-2 defeat to Chelsea on Sunday. Anybody go, by the way? What a brilliant game that was in the second half. Good to see Daniel Pedence still on the pitch, who's been a little bit quieter this half, I'll be completely honest, because, oh yeah, that Greek fan's here, yeah, he's been rubbish. Pedro Lima, playing brilliant, by the way, guys. Really, really pleased with Pedro Lima's performance tonight. My man of the match, if I can say so, on 74 minutes, it's either Pedro Lima or Gonçalo Guedes. When a player scores 2 goals, he's bringing him off. When a player scores 2 goals, he's got to edge it. Do you know what? Guedes or Lima. Joint man of the match, Gonçalo Guedes and Pedro Lima. I thought they've both been very, very, very good tonight. Gonçalo Guedes is coming off, and he is going to be replaced by John Rittner-Bellegarde. You know what? Guedes come off then. Gary O'Neill. Hugs. They're all hugging him. You know what? Good to see. Really good to see that, guys. I think we might be seeing a little bit more of Gonçalo Guedes unless we get a 40 million bid this week, which I very much doubt. But it's good, 2 goals. So, you know what? It helps with his value. Of course it does. 2 goals for Gonçalo Guedes. We're not going to see a hat-trick, unfortunately. And I don't think we're going to see anything from Burnley. Wolves have been in control tonight from start to finish, guys. They haven't really gone into second gear. The defence looks so much more comfortable. Yes, we're not playing Chelsea, but the defence looks so much more comfortable than it did on Saturday. I think Gary O'Neill's going to stick with the 4 as well. I think that's his game plan now. I think Gary O'Neill is going to stick with the 4, which, to be honest, I've got a cold, by the way, guys. If he's going to stick with a 4, we've got to keep playing it. We have. I think we look better with a 5, but if he's going to stick with the 4, we're going to keep playing it until he masters it. So, you know, that's my opinion. So, where do you think Wolves? Where do you think Wolves will end up this season? Where do I think Wolves will end up this season? Oh, well, that's a question to everyone, not just me, obviously. I think anything above 11th is a decent season. You know, we've lost the first 2 games. It's going to be realistic. We've got some points to claw back, but I think anywhere in the top half, 10th, wow, be a great season. Not everyone will agree with that because people think we're going to get Champions League. Stop smoking drugs. So Burnley are attacking us. They are attacking the North Bank end. They've had a shot from distance and it's gone wide. Dan Bentley tonight. Hopefully, will keep a clean sheet. We're on 77 minutes, 33 minutes to go. It's after 3 a.m. in Thailand. I'm lying in bed listening to Jason. Does it get any better than that? My wife would completely disagree because flipping out, Brian. Brian's in Thailand listening to me in bed. I think there's a compliment in there, Brian. That's a lovely thing to say, by the way. Thank you, Brian, for listening to me in Thailand at 3 a.m. in the morning. He's obviously got out from a bender, which is a series of drinks. I'm not doing any slurs before I get cancelled. Don't cancel me, guys. Oh, God, that would be awful, wouldn't it? Could think of better things to do in Thailand. What then? Oh, hang on. Then listen to me. Really? Oh, right, guys. It's 77 minutes gone. It's still 2-0. Who's going to Nottingham Forest on Saturday? 1,053 you're watching. That's incredible. That is. That's incredible. Uh, 1,053. Wow. Dazzling Dave. I've tuned in a couple of times. Dazzling Dave, I've tuned in a couple of times. You're not as good as me. I'm the king. I'm the king of podcasts. I am Dazzling Dave, the king. He hasn't said that, guys. He hasn't said that. He hasn't. I made it all up. I made it up, guys. I've lied. I've lied. Wolves are now playing it across the back. It goes from Totti Gomez to Dan Bentley, and then it gets given away to Burnley, who then also give away possession. Mario Aluminium in the middle of the park plays it to John Rick Bellegarde, who plays it back to Tommy Dill, plays it back to Daniel Podence, who plays it now on the left-hand side of the pitch, out wide to Chiquinho, who just can't get hold of it. Chiquinho, who has played, he's played well tonight. He's played okay. He hasn't jumped off the page, I'm going to be completely honest. Let's keep up with the comments. Do you think the back four has played well tonight? I mean, I think these questions are to everyone, not just to me. Has the back four played well? I think so, yeah. I think they've definitely played better than Saturday. I think me, Dazzling Dave, Cole Whitehouse and Chris Humphries could have played better than Saturday. But, yeah, they've played a lot better. Look, Burnley aren't Chelsea, are they, as I've said before? But they have played. They've played better. Look, we're keeping a clean sheet. It's important tonight we don't concede now. Keep a clean sheet. Keep that confidence. Keep the confidence up for Dan Bentley. Don't worry, Dan. You played well. You kept a clean sheet. We're signing a £10 million player tomorrow. But listen. This is the thing. I think Sarr must be on his way. He must be. He must be on his way. Focus. Yeah. Dazzling Dave said I'm smashing it. Don't know what that means. Smashing it. I don't know about that, Dave. Don't know about that. We've had no complaints so far. Is it time for Sarr to go? Listen, good shot stopper. Kicking. And the problem. Oh, hang on. Wolves are attacking. No, they're not. Offside on Daniel Podence. The 5'2" wizard. Is it time for Sarr to go? Kicking, that was my point. So with kicking now, it's an integral part of a goalkeeper's game. It didn't used to be. You know, do you remember back in the day, in the 90s and the 80s, where a defender would take a goal kick? It's now an integral part of the game. And Sarr's kicking isn't up to Premier League standard. It definitely isn't up to it when we've got the amount of times we play out from the back. Needs to have someone completely comfortable. Maybe this goalkeeper is just that. I don't know. Maybe there's a deal done for Sarr. I don't know. I'm not in the know. Anyone in the know, guys? So I'm really pleased that my Sky. Oh no, it hasn't. 81 minutes. I thought my Sky had frozen. Oh, Johnston, yeah. Sam Johnston, he's played for West Brom. He's played for Warsaw. So he knows the Midlands. He's a bit of a shot stopper, I think. I think he's a shot stopper, but there's got to be more. Got to be more to a game as a keeper now. You've got to command your box. You've got to command your defence. You've got to obviously be a shot stopper. You've got to be good on your feet. So much more to it now. Wolves have just won possession. Daniel Podence on the edge of the box, very quickly cleared by Burnley to avert the danger and put the ball into the Wolves half. The ball now falls to Totti Gomez, who plays the ball out to Matt Doherty, who finds himself. Is it Matt Doherty? Sorry, yeah, it is in a left back position. Totti Gomez plays it into Lamina. Lamina plays it to Domidor, plays it up to Chiquinho, plays it up to Podence. Does a 1-2 with Chiquinho. Chiquinho now got a shot on goal. Defended well. The ball's out to Pedro Lima in a dangerous position. Pedro Lima puts the ball back in to no one. Tommy Doyle. Cross. Pedro Lima back. Edge of the box. Daniel Podence. Trick. Beats the player. Has a shot. Chips the keeper. Doesn't score. Doesn't score. Sorry, I got excited, guys. Why would we let Saar go if we change the formation? Because we're still going to be playing out from the back, aren't we? And for me, yeah, he's a bit iffy. Daniel Podence then, unlucky. Tried to chip the keeper. Such a skillful player. But sometimes, do you chip the keeper, do you put your laces through it? Yeah, you're right, Gary. Close Podence. Oh, I don't know. I think Semedo's. Oh, right back. Sorry, Stephen. I've read it. Yeah. In a 4, who do you play? But the thing is, looking at Pedro Lima's attacking down the right, he's very much like Semedo. Would he fit into a back 4? He seems to be playing a lot more forward at the minute, but we aren't playing great opposition. Sorry, guys. I'm watching the game through you. Your excitement makes it feel like I'm at Molineux. I am approximately 6 miles from Molineux. Hey, do you know what? That means a lot. That does. Any positive comments really does mean a lot. Any negativity, I'm going to go and cry myself to sleep tonight. So if it's only nasty things to me, I'm going to cry. So please say nice things. Oh, Neil is my best mate. Me and Neil like that now. Me and Neil bought me a beer. Me and Neil. Next time he's at mine, you're down the booze. Me and Neil. Good lad, Neil. Great lad. Known Neil for years. Good lad. Oh, that was the warmest can of Budweiser I've ever had. What is Scott Parker doing to his hair, by the way? He looks like that comedian, the Scouser, John Bishop. He looks like John Bishop. Scott Parker is John Bishop. Burnley playing it across the back now. Pedro Lima's played it inside to Mario Lamina. Lamina to Lima. It rhymes. Bellegarde has put a ball. Oh, Dominic the Bellegarde then gets the ball. For some reason, he's jinking and there's no defenders in front of him. Then he's put the ball into the keeper's hands. David Mole. In relation to Adrian. Oh, that's a great name. Where's Degushi? The red wine man. Hey, hit them legs, peeps. Ever been a bingo caller, Jason? You're not going to believe this, Adrian. When I was 22, I wasn't. No, I've never been a bingo caller, mate. But I have ended up with 2 fat ladies. I've just been cancelled. Scott Parker, the catalogue kid. I haven't ended up with 2 fat ladies. I ended up with 2 little ducks. Quack, quack. Hit them legs, peeps. We're on 130. I'd love to be a bingo caller. When I retire from my job, which is really boring, I work in recruitment. When I retire, I want to be a bingo caller. How great's that? All the old ladies fancying you. You're there drinking warm beer like I've done tonight. calling out numbers. Has anyone been to Bongo's Bingo? That place is crazy, by the way. Really, really good night out. Bingo is still going. I've just been for a weekend in Torquay, and I played bingo. How sad am I? Barry Fitzpatrick from Cornwall. I'm so loving this game and your commentary. Great night. I'll tell you what, mate. You can come again, son. You can come again. Get us a job, Jace. Mate, you're on flipping more money than me. You're going to be getting me a job, son. You're about 10 minutes behind. Listen, I'm not even watching the game anymore, Dave. Oh, is it you, Dazzling Dave? Is that Dazzling Dave? Is that Dazzling Dave? Is he watching me? What do you mean about 10 minutes behind? Why are you so bothered, Dave? The king of podcasting. I'm not you, Dave. I'm dead sorry. I'm not Dazzling Dave. I wish I was Dazzling Dave, everyone. 127 likes. I've got to keep my job. Right, 88 minutes. I don't think there's going to be much injury time because nobody's had their legs snapped. If Scott Parker was made of chocolate, I think he'd eat himself. I do. You can tell he loves himself. But if you're a good-looking bloke, why not? I don't have that. I don't have that fortune. 1,092 of you watching, 126 likes. But most importantly, Wolves 16 shots to Burnley's 3. 188 minutes gone. Sorry, Wolves 2, Burnley 0. 2 goals from Gonçalo Guedes. Technology is all about subscriptions. I pay Sky, mate. I pay Sky that ripped me off. How about doing a 15-minute cool down at the end? Yeah, I will do actually, because my calves are a bit tight. Oh, my thighs are a bit. So yeah, I need a 15-minute cool down. He's Dave's 38 years old. If not, think it's Dazzling. I think Dazzling Dave's watching me. I think it's like my boss, isn't it, Dave? Dave's my boss. Listen, I'm learning from the best. Dazzling Dave, he's like Elvis, isn't he? He's the Elvis of the podcasting world. He's Dazzling Dave. I'm just a mere mortal, sitting in his shadow, waiting for a chance. I'm a bit like Gonçalo Guedes. Come off the bench, talk to you guys. Burnley have had 0 shots on target. Carmus Zotter, if that's your name, mate, I love it. I want to be called Jason Zotter. What a great name. Should we get it? I do think so. I know he scored 2 goals against Burnley tonight. He scored a couple of goals. Do you know what? We've got to give him a chance at least. I don't know about keeping him, but we've got to give him a chance at least. Dave, give me a promotion. Dave's watching this. Dave's watching. We know, don't we? He's watching his knees like this, isn't he? He's at the match. He's not watching the match. He's going. He's like this. This is Dave now. Don't let me down. Get them likes up. I am the king of podcasting. Get them likes up. Do it. 1,092 watching. Not enough. Not enough. Do more. He's my boss, Davies. I've used a banned word. What was the banned word? Oh, no. That's it. I'm done. I'm done, aren't I? Finished. Finished. Have I really done a bad word? What was the bad word? Tell me what the bad word was. And I'll do it again. And the man of the match today, all the way from Trees or Wolverhampton, is this idiot. Josh, do you know what? Josh, listen, mate, you're my mate, you are. You can buy me a pint as well. I'm so glad I didn't do this Saturday. What banned word did I use? Please tell me. 10% likes. Come on, people, smash some more. 1,100 watching. I've peaked. This is it. This is the end. Story, if you didn't hear about my tattoo, it says no regrets in Latin, and I regret it deeply. I regret it, and it says no regrets. I might have that bit off and then just leave it as regrets. In Spain. Oh, what's happened? Am I still on? Pamela, you have done a great job, Jason. Don't tell me, tell my boss, Dazzling Dave. Dazzling Dave is my boss. 1 minute left. Yeah, sorry, guys. We're watching Wolves and Burnley. What am I doing? It's Wolves 2, Burnley 0. Gonçalo Guedes with 2 good finishes. We're going to do a little cool down at the end. We're going to do 5 or 10 minutes where we're going to talk about the game. And please, guys, I want your input. I want your input as well after the game. Dazzling Dave will be interviewing people outside. But this is the real work. Not what Dazzling's doing with a mic that's not even wide up. This is the real work. What's done here, mate? Budweiser. Watching Wolves and Burnley in the Carabao Cup. I should have been drinking Carabao, shouldn't I? I should have been drinking Carabao. The full-time whistle is about to go in seconds. Convincing win for Wolves tonight. Fire up some questions. Get your questions ready. On holiday in the Philippines, John Livermore. I have never been on a holiday to the Philippines. It's somewhere I do want to go, but I'm scared I'd like it too much. I would never return to my wife and children. It's full time at Molineux. A convincing win for Wolves. It's Wolves 2, Burnley 0. Two good finishes by Gonçalo Guedes. Got his opportunity tonight. Looking at the team, there was 10 changes. Pedro Lima come in. Pedro Lima tonight is my man of the match along with Gonçalo Guedes. Santiago Bueno deputised at the back for Yerson Mosquera. In come Dawson. Ain't Nori kept his place. In come Tommy Doyle. In come Pablo Sarabia. Daniel Pedence, Chiquinho and Guedes. So the only person that retained his place was Ryan Ain't Nori. Look at this. Don't tell Wolves that, for God's sake. Brilliant job, Jason. Better than listening to Wolves TV commentary. Oh, look at this. It's all coming out now. Oh, please. More. So, on a serious note, guys, 10 changes. Ain't Nori was the only player that kept his place. We did dip into the bench. Lamina coming on, Totti coming on, Huang coming on, John McNabellagard coming on. So we made a few substitutions, but it's good to see we've got these players on the bench, because there was a time last year when we had a 15-year-old school kid on the bench who's dogged out his own work. So we've got to be honest, we have progressed there. I think listen, whatever business Wolves do in the transfer window, we're not going to end up spending as much as we want. But equally, if we're going to give these players another chance, Gonçalo Guedes may do something for us going forward, which equally then could mean it's like signing almost a new player. And we've got to look at it that way. And the reason being, flipping it, please don't tweet that to Mikey Burrows, please. If Guedes gets a chance and proves himself, guys, all is forgiven. And this is what as football fans, I'm going to turn the volume down on the telly now. As football fans, we've all got short memories. And when when a player comes back into the fold, and if he's made a few mistakes before, he hasn't took his chances, he's had a spat with the fans, he's done something during lockdown. But listen, if he comes on and gives 100%, scores a couple of goals, all is forgiven. And we have got short memories, and we know that. We're all fickle. But you know what, guys? These players that have brought in today have done a good job. Most importantly, and I mean this, they've actually kept a clean sheet tonight, which I think is as important as the win. It really is. So if we'd have won 2-1 tonight, or 3-1 or 3-2, big smile on Gary O'Neill's face. If we'd have won 2-1, 3-1, we've let that darling. We haven't done tonight. Dan Bentley's kept a clean sheet. But more importantly, the defence has kept a clean sheet. And I think that is so important. It gives them confidence, because although these players aren't going to be regular starters, let's look at the team today. Let's be honest, looking at it at the minute, Boubacar Traore isn't going to be a regular starter, although sadly when I think it tonight, Pablo Sarabia isn't a regular starter. Chiquinho isn't going to be a regular starter. Looking at the defence, is Dawson going to be a regular starter? He's the goalkeeper, certainly not, but they've kept a clean sheet. So there's so many positives to take. Would Gary O'Neill change it for Saturday? I think he's got to make some serious decisions now. Bearing in mind, we've just come off the back of a 6-2 absolute thrashing from Chelsea in our own back garden. So I think it's important that where he looks at this team tonight and thinks, can Daniel Podence make a difference on Saturday? Can Gonçalo Guedes? The one for me who's really shone and stuck out tonight, and he's my joint man of the match with Gonçalo Guedes, is Pedro Lima. Pedro Lima. He reminds me of Nelson Semedo, which isn't a bad thing. You know, they're both very good players, right? They're both really, really good players. So, as you can see now, so I don't think it's a bad thing that he's a similar player because he can offer so much. Do these sort of players work in a 4? That's the worry. Does Gary O'Neill need to stick to a 4? After Saturday, I would have said no. I'd have gone to a 5. But then you look at tonight and you think if he's going to stick to a 4, he's got to keep with it. Listen, in Gary O'Neill we trust. We've got to give him that opportunity. David, you're too kind. I wonder if that's my wife, because she said that once. So I'll be honest, guys. Yeah, she only said it once. I'll be honest, guys. I would be inclined to get Pedro Lima. I don't believe he's been in a matchday squad yet. He's in the squad for me Saturday. No question. Pedro Lima is in the squad 100%. Gonçalo Guedes, does he start? I'd start him. 2 goals tonight. Confidence. Don't get me wrong. These weren't goals he snatched at. These weren't lucky goals. These were goals. The first one, a ball from Pedro Lima, who's got his first assist, put the ball in. Gonçalo Guedes slid in, beat the keeper, and hit it with his right foot. It could have been as easy to miss as it was to score. That was an empty net. Second goal, ball comes through. Still don't know who did the assist. So calm, dinked it over the keeper. With that level of confidence, you've got to be, for me, he's got to be starting. And it's a big call to make. Who do you drop? But for me, Gonçalo Guedes has now got to start on Saturday. Especially, look, guys, we've just been spanked 6-2. But at the expense of who? Because on Saturday in particular, we had Jürgen Strand Larsen alongside Matheus Cunha, who they was linking up really well. And, you know, I was really, really impressed with that. So do you play 3 up front with perhaps Guedes on the right, Cunha on the left, and Strand Larsen spearheading that attack? I don't know. Who would you drop? So, guys, in the comments now, I want you to give me your man of the match and performance rating. Oh, listen. Chelsea, by the way, is brilliant. Sadly for Chelsea, every time she's done it, Wolves have lost, and I thought that was going to be me. So the only good thing about tonight is Wolves have won. But listen, Chelsea is really, really, really good at this. And if I can be half as good as Chelsea, then that is good enough for me. Because I've watched Chelsea's watch-alongs, and I think she's very, very knowledgeable. I think she's better at stats and that than me. I sometimes forget things, but I think she's very knowledgeable. And she has my full support. Chelsea is absolutely brilliant. Which Chelsea are we on about? No, the Chelsea I know you're on about. Exactly. So thank you, Trudy, for your very kind comments. Right. I think you're going to get another few minutes from me. And then I am going to finish my chili con carne out the can. I'm joking. It's gone now. It tasted like dog food. The good news is, guys, in other news, the fly's gone. I'm just watching this Gonçalo Guedes now. What a finish. What a finish. What a finish. What a really good finish. Honestly, guys, I'm sure you're all watching it. Just dinked it over the keeper. That is pure confidence. And do you know what? Not many players can do that. Have got that confidence, dink it over the keeper. Because the danger is, keeper stands up to it, you dink it, keeper's got it. But he didn't. He just, he could see where the keeper was going. Look, he's good finish. So, let me have a look. Still 1,028 of you, which is brilliant. Steve TNS. Thank you, Steve TNS. And guys, can I say thank you for your positive comments tonight, because it's so, social media can be a bit of a cesspit at times, or it can be a mixture of emotions and comments from people. And I've done it. I've said silly things, but you've all been very, very positive, which means so much to me. So, any more questions before I depart and leave you to get on with your evening in Spain, in Thailand, in Sweden, in New Zealand, in France, in Dudley Port, in Mexico? I'm making it up now. In California, there was someone from California. As long as we've all enjoyed it, that's the main thing. Positives tonight. We outclassed Burnley. We had a lot more shots on goal than Burnley. I've got the stats in front of me. We beat them 2-0. We kept a clean sheet. 2 good goals from Gonçalo Guedes. A lot of run out for a lot of the players in the team who haven't been getting in. We've got Richard in Canada. Brilliant. Thank you, Richard in Canada. The Canary Islands. I can't believe some of the surnames. Victor Quartermain. It just sounds like you're a billionaire. And the next owner of Wolves is Victor Quartermain. What, mate? These you're making these names up. I know you are. There's not a chance your name is Victor Quartermain, because that would be the second best name in the world after that Degushi that sounded like a wine earlier. Oh, hang on, wrong one. Sandwell. Oh, Sandwell's lovely in the summer. I won't have a bad word said about Sandwell. Oh, he's at the draw. He's the draw to the guys. He's the draw tonight. Because I'm happy to watch the draw if it is, but I'll need another can of beer. I'm happy to watch the draw, guys. Apart from you people in Thailand, where it's 3 a.m., it's going to be 4 a.m. Is the draw tonight, guys? Please let me know. Actually, it won't be on this channel because I think it's just gone now. So let me know, guys. Is the draw? Thanks for the show, Jason. Prince's End Wolves. Prince's End. Tipton. Thanks for the show. You are more than welcome. So, Belston. Sonny Belston. Oh, Chris, there is no way you're in Mia, Spain, you fibber. You Chris is lying. I know Chris. I know where Chris is. He's coming to see me on Friday. So, any more questions, guys, before the draw's at 10:15? Flipping out, there is no way on God's green earth do you want to listen to me for another 45 minutes, because I will flipping do my own heading. I've got to feed Olivia and change the kids, although they're in bed. Are we going to get any more players in? Look, I do hope so. Of course we do. I don't think at this stage of what happened on last 2 games, I think any more new blood into the team is going to help. I'm not entirely sure on a £10 million goalkeeper. I really am not sure about signing a £10 million goalkeeper. I don't know. I don't know the thinking behind it. The only thinking I can see behind that signing is the departure of Jose. So Adrian Richards has said, get another drink. I'm going to get another drink. Only because Adrian Richards said. But it's not going to be Budweiser, guys. So the tipple of choice, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look, I've got. Oh my God, I've just noticed I'm an FKW. Why am I wearing a full kit? How embarrassing is that? Right, guys, the tipple of choice is a Madry. 440 mils. What's the percentage? Slightly hoppy, malty beer. Don't mind if I do. To all my watchers in the Canary Islands in Spain. I'm going to treat myself to a Madry. At this stage of transfer window, we could do with a couple of new faces in. I think if only to just keep competition throughout the squad. We did see on Saturday, although we have got a better squad than last season, in my opinion. When I say that, in depth, I don't think perhaps individually Pedro Neto is a big loss, but I do think that a couple of new faces, especially a centre half, I think a centre half, Madry is much better. I think socks. No, I haven't got socks, Marcus. I haven't got the socks, mate. I've got some Paul Smith rip-offs from eBay. for 99p a pair. Because I'm good like that. I'm really, really, really trendy. Yes, it's definitely thirsty work for me. Yeah, I think a couple of new faces won't do any harm. But once again tonight, some of the players that have, I mean, Pedro Lima, for me, what a signing. Wolves have been criticised his transfer window, justifiably and quite heavily. However, when you see a player like Pedro Lima coming in, you think we've got a player here. He does look great going forward. He looks great going forward. He's got an assist tonight. He did have a shot on goal as well. So I think he's going to have an eye for goal. I think we're going to see so much more of him this season. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Nelson Semedo is also back this Saturday. Dawson, a must for Saturday. Very, very interesting point. After, I think, listen, if we're going to play back four, I drop Totti for Dawson. Personally, that would be that's who I drop. I would bring him back in. I'd bring him back in. Once again, the back five, back four argument. We can go on to a blue in the face, but yeah, I would bring Dawson in 100%. Have I been keeping up with Twitter tonight? No. Am I getting dogs of abuse? Probably. But listen, I've got thick skin. Why are people being horrible? But you've all been kind on here. That's the main thing. Yeah, listen, Paul. I would agree. Better squad. I think there's more depth. Thank you, Kaiser Chief. Semedo is back. Yes. Yeah, listen, Semedo for me is a great player. Once again, he's not everyone's cup of tea. I don't know why, because I think he's a very, very good player. I think his distribution's excellent. I think his positioning is good. He's quick. He's physical. He attacks the wing well. And he is a good defender as well. And that's the thing with wing backs. Not all of them are good defenders. We've seen a defensive fragility almost in Ryan Aït-Nouri. We've seen a lot of attacks coming down the right-hand side against Chelsea, which left him quite exposed. However, moving forward on the ball and getting out, bearing in mind, right, he can get out of a tight position. He can have his ball in his own box and he can beat two players and get out of it. Not many players can do that. But listen, great win tonight. Really pleased that we've kept a clean sheet. I think that's so important. Dan Bentley coming in. It looks like we're signing that 10 million player tomorrow. A lot of players saying that Andre Trinidad, is it, from Fluminense, they reckon that's a done deal and he's coming in tomorrow. Once again, I'm not in the know. So I have got no idea. O'Neill ain't going to a back five. Listen, perhaps not. I'd be inclined to agree. Because he's equally got to put his stamp on his back four idea if he wants it to work. And I don't think he wants it to be a failure. And don't forget, he's working on this day in, day out to training, Monday to Friday. They're working on this back four. So he does know where he wants to go with it. The big question is for me, has he got the right personnel for the back four? I think that's the big question. With it all, in the comments, I'll have another couple of minutes now because I don't want to bore you all. Even though I'm just starting a beautiful can of Madry. Better than that Budweiser. Much better than that Budweiser. Much better. Yeah, we're still over 1,000 watching. We've also had well over 100 likes, which is incredible. You're a good lad, Jason. Oh, mate, listen, positivity. That's what I like to see, positivity. And listen, if you think I've done anything wrong tonight, I'm not bothered to tell my boss, Dave. Stick with a 4. Yeah, 4 or a 5. I would, yeah. I don't know. Dewey's out. And is it a 3? Is it a 5? It's difficult to say because, there's 3 centre-backs, but is there 5 if you include the wing-backs? Matt Murray told me an interesting comment once, in as much as it used to be 4-4-2, 3-4-3, 3-5-2, 4-4-2, and he said now it's 1-4-4-2, 1-3-5-2, 1-3-4-3. So they include the keeper in that, and that's why it's so important. And what I said earlier, I was making a comment earlier about the goalkeeper's distribution and kicking. goalkeepers aren't just shot stoppers anymore. Goalkeepers have got an all-round game, and they've got a responsibility to be able to kick the ball. And Noah in Telford loves me. I didn't expect to pull tonight, but Noah, DM me a number, son. Let's go out for a drink, and you're buying the beers. Noah, what a great name, Noah. Another great name, as in Lamina. Brilliant. Yeah, goalkeepers got some. You can now. Yeah, kicking is such an important part of the game for a goalkeeper. So this goalkeeper that we're about to sign for 10 million tomorrow, which I believe is according to you, Fabrizio Romano's, is a done deal. And I'd imagine his kicking's going to be very good, because if there's one weakness for Sal for me, and it is glaringly obvious, is his kicking. Once again, shot stopper, I think he's very good. Look, Sal's a great goalkeeper. Look, you don't play at this level if you're not a great goalkeeper. But he has struggled with his kicking. So can anybody see me? No, we can't, Dazzling. Get on, Dazzling. The boss is here. Right, guys, the boss is here now. So we've all got to stop swearing. We've all got to stop drinking. Dave, get on. Can I invite you on, Dave? I don't know how to do it. How do I invite you on, Dave? There's a dog barking. I haven't even got a dog. There's a dog barking. I haven't even got a dog. 1,008 of you are still watching. They're all now screaming for Dazzling Dave to come on. You have allowed fans their views. Well done. Yeah, it's so important. So important to everyone the views. Will all this spending, with all this spending, she'll go on a one-way flight back to China. I live in California, but when I'm out in Wolverhampton next time, let's do it. Don't get me a Budweiser. What does that mean? Sorry, Neil. No censorship. Well done, Jason. My worry is left back Rennie's a winger who likes to run forward. I wouldn't have put Hugo Bueno out on loan, but I think the thought process was behind that he's going to play Totti Gomez. Sorry, he's going to play Totti Gomez as a left back. Totti Gomez is very left-footed. Totti Gomez probably hasn't even got a right foot. Totti Gomez is very, very one-footed. And he for me, he's not one to get forward and bomb forward. So, hello, Jason. Terry the Yam Yam from New Zealand. Don't go mad, but you don't half remind me of Barry off Guedes' own pet. Listen, I don't take that as offensive. I've been called a lot worse than that. I've been called Gordon Ramsay. I've been called Stephen Gerrard when I was 2 stone lighter. And now I've been called Barry from Guedes' own pet. Brilliant. Still 1,025 you watching. I can't believe this. So, no Budweiser noted. Yeah, I am on the Madrid. Where's Dazzling Dave when you need him? Dazzling, come on, son. Barry was a brummie. I'm not a brummie. Yeah, so a couple more positives from tonight. Tommy Doyle. We know what a player Tommy Doyle is. We've signed him, an absolute steal from Manchester City. It's important that we use him, because this is the importance now of the depth, where if there is an injury to Lamina or Gomez, he deputises. And for me, he's the more attacking out the three. Out of those 3 central midfielders, he's the more attacking out the 3. But what I did notice tonight, he was dropping back into defence. He was playing deep. He was playing the balls out. So he's got that that versatility almost to his game, where he can attack, shoot from outside the box, put the ball into dangerous places, but he equally can do the same job in defence, can pick players out, can pick his passes, can splay the ball out. So, yeah, for me, Tommy Doyle has done very, very well tonight. Looking at the team, Chiquinho, he didn't really jump off the page for me. I did say this during the game. However, there was a couple of glimpses of what he can do. He didn't shine like the others, but he didn't do anything wrong. You know, he kept the ball well. He didn't give it away. He got a couple of crosses into the box. He did his job, but he didn't jump off the page. Santiago Bueno. I did say about Santiago earlier that he's one of them players where it's still difficult to work out whether he's brilliant or he's average. But that's because he just gets on with his job. And there's not many mistakes in him. So he does keep possession. He does defend well. He does clear his lines. He does his job. And I think that's why we don't really hear much of him. So once again, another positive performance. And he's positive. Craig Dawson to me tonight played like he'd never been away. He was once again, he could have been a contender for man of the match. Defended well, and Wolves although they didn't have much to deal with tonight, they've still got to be alert for 90 minutes, and there was. And Dawson did look a notable difference, having that experience there, having someone who can command that back line. So Dawson for me were another great performance. Aït-Nouri, listen, Aït-Nouri, he's my favourite player. I wax lyrical about him. He can't do anything wrong in my eyes. Another great game. Daniel Podence, he's one who's so skillful, can change a game. And I said this, he's a bit like Adama Traore, and as much as he can go missing, when he has a bad game, he has a bad game. When he has a good game, he has a really, really good game. And he can turn a game on its head. Tonight, there was so many glimpses of the Daniel Podence we know. But part of me thinks he's got one eye on a move. And I'd imagine that there's probably going to be a deal done in the next few days for Daniel Podence. Pedro Lima, guys, we've got a player on our hands there. We've got a serious player on our hands. We've got a player very much in the Nelson Semedo mould, who can go forward, who he can defend as well. He can defend, but going forward, he's special. We're going to see a lot more of him this season, guys. Really, really good player. And you know what's important, because we've relied on the Mendes route for many years. However, we're now looking at this South American untapped market, and we've picked some gems, guys. You've got to look at some of the players we've picked. That's why if we do get this guy tomorrow from Fluminense, we know he's going to be a good player. Because if you look, I mean, Enzo hasn't really had a chance, and he has got a serious injury now. But you look at the players we've got in Cunha, in Joe Gomez. We've got some special players from the South American market. So I think it's something we've definitely got to keep exploiting. Pedro Lima fits in perfectly. And it's nice, we've had the Portuguese contingent before, where there were 7 or 8 Portuguese lads. We're now building up the Brazilian contingent. So don't be surprised to see Brazilian flags all around the Molineux. Do not be surprised to see Brazilian restaurants opening in Wolverhampton. Do not be surprised to see Wolverhampton twinned with Rio de Janeiro on the street signs, because let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, Wolverhampton is a changing place, and it's going to be changing for the better, and there is going to be Brazilian flags everywhere. Are you saying you prefer a Brazilian, Jason? No comment, Chris. Yeah, Podence has redeemed himself. I would be inclined to agree that he has come into the fold. And there's a few players, Wolves fans like to have a scapegoat, me included. There's always someone. I'm scapegoating at the minute. Totti Gomez, which is a bit naughty of me. I've scapegoated Fabio Silva for a while, but it's easy to get a scapegoat, and I think Daniel Podence has had that. But what I will tell you is he's a good player. On his day, he's a very good player, and I hope we see more of him. Look at the bench tonight. Matt Doherty, Joe Gomez, Mario Lemina, Totti Gomez, Strand Larson, who didn't come on, John Ricknabella, Huang, Rodrigo Gomez as well. So we got, look, the depth now is so much deeper, obviously, than it was last season. If I'm waffling on, guys, let me know and I'll go. But there's still 1,052 you're watching, so I don't really want to say goodbye. Gary O'Neill. Right. So, any questions, guys, before I leave you to get on with your evening wherever you are in the world? Is there any more questions? Is there any more abuse? I've had no abuse, actually. In fact, let's go on Twitter now. Let's go on Twitter. See if any grief on Twitter. Jason, you aren't Dazzling Dave. Who do you think you are? Dazzling Dave is the king of podcasts. You are just a poor imposter. Dazzling wrote all them. I'm joking. It didn't say any of that. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, who do I want in the next round? Someone really poor. Who would I prefer in the next round? Listen, guys, I think the Carabao Cup's different to the FA Cup. FA Cup, you want big teams. You want to get excited. You want the build up to the games. You know it's going to be a full house. With the Carabao Cup, you want all the poor teams because you want to get as far as you can. Because the Carabao Cup is a realistic chance for any Premier League team to win. Doesn't matter how bad a season you're having, it's a realistic chance because a lot of Premier League clubs, as we've seen tonight for both Wolverhampton Wanderers and Burnley, play weakened sides. So it definitely is an opportunity to win a trophy. And I think the further we potentially progress in the competition, we will see stronger sides being fielded. Although tonight, so I want to see a really weak team. It's going to be West Ham, isn't it, in the next round? Do you think? Oh, Warsaw. A good shout. That'd be good. I mean, that'd be really good, actually, at the Poundland Stadium. Get Gary Poundland on the pitch. How good would that be? Sorry, wrong comment. This cup's the best chance Wolves have. It is. So, if you think about it, the last major trophy we won was in 1980, which was this competition. Obviously, it was then known as the League Cup because it didn't have a sponsor. Then it's been known as the Rumbelows Cup, the Coca-Cola Cup, the Carabao Cup, the Everything Cup, but what it should be called Cup. Yeah, it's a great chance of winning. And I think Gary O'Neill knows that. And we're not going to win the Premier League, guys. Very doubtful we're going to get into Europe. I don't think we're going to win the FA Cup as much as I'd like to. So I think realistically, this is a very, very good chance of a trophy. And it is a major trophy. You can dress it up all you want as it being the Carabao Cup and attendance is being relatively poor. But as it gets on, as it moves on and it gains momentum, it is a good competition. And if you look at, if I remember back when we won the League Cup in the 70s, 74 League Cup final, we played Grimsby in one of the earlier rounds. So you have to do it the hard way. You know, you have to go to the unfashionable clubs and get results. And tonight we played a good side in Burnley, a decent side, and we did the job 2-0. Lord Jason, flipping heck. I haven't been called that for about an hour. Wimbledon, who wants Wimbledon? AFC Wimbledon. So, guys, there's now 1,060 of you watching, and I'm on my final can of Madry. What's important for me is, guys, as well, is signing a defender. I think that's so important. I think it's a position where we've probably, let's go back before Dawson, we've probably struggled to fill since the departure of Willy Bolly. A statuesque defender, an experienced statuesque defender, a pivotal defender in the middle of the pitch, a captain, a winner, someone who gets forward as well and can score goals on set pieces. Dawson can. And I think Dawson's been great, but I'm just looking at Dawson's age. So I think it's very, very important. AFC Wimbledon have just beat Ipswich on penalties. And I believe Forest and Newcastle is going to penalties. Look at John Ruddy, actually, he's on the bench for Newcastle. Brilliant. John Ruddy. What a move for him, by the way. Fantastic. Goalkeepers do that, don't they? Who's the goalkeeper that moved? who is it they do? These goalkeepers just reinvent themselves in their 40s, in in the late 30s, I should say, keep reinventing themselves. We did. We beat, I want Rochelle next. I hope that's Rochdale. 1980 beat the European champions in the final. We did beat the European champions, and we also beat. There was also the League Cup holders. So 1980 was a great year for us. Scott Carson at Manchester City. That is quite correct. Kaiser Chief. Too much bourbon. Great. I thought Dazzling Day was coming on. I thought my boss was coming to check on my work. Where is he? Daz? Oh, he's going to have his mic now. He's having mic. So, guys, I'm going to sign off at 10 o'clock. It's 21:58. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes. And I say give you, the pleasure has been all mine. I've really enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I let you down at the start. It means a lot to me because I'm really sorry that I couldn't get the TV working because I don't use illegal streams and I couldn't get it going. But let me tell you something. We got there in the end, and we've all had a good night. I've enjoyed your company massively. Been some lovely people on, some really kind people. There's 1,070 people watching. There's been some brilliant people on tonight. It's been absolutely amazing. And any more comments? Forest going to pens. Hopefully, Wolves will get commentary. Play up Sky Blues. Commentary match frustrated the hell out of me last year because we was winning that game, and although commentary were a threat, we put all that pressure on us. And why we was playing from the back, I don't know. When it got to 2-1, we should have just kept it in the other half of the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, 1,064 you're watching. It is now 21:59. I have got to go to my bed. That was a great match, by the way, Marcus. Great watch along. Thank you, Rick Reacts. Cheers, Jason. Really enjoyed it. Not as much as I enjoyed your company, guys. It is 10 o'clock. It's the end of the night. I've had a great night. I hope you have too. Love and God bless. I want Chelsea in for the next game because Chelsea's brilliant. And thank you for your support. Have a good night. Over and out. Always Wolves.